Hello. Alright, Dwarfs versus Orcs. A proper throwdown here. What have we got? A little bit of agility. And one mighty blow. A plus strength black orc. And guard on one troll. But we don't have a full team right now, and we only have 2 rerolls. Good record there. Very good record. Do we get the Bombardier? Let's see. No, I think we just get the babe. Can't remember the I think the Bombardier has to break armor, so not so good against orcs. You know, if we were actually going to use the bombs, we could just use them as a fowler, but again, fouling not quite so good against orcs, so maybe better to have the babe to try and make sure our guys who do go off come back. So this is in our stadium, which we did upgrade a couple of games ago, for no real reason, but it looks pretty magnificent, even at level 2, or whatever we have it at now. So this should be a tough match. Orcs are a great, really good against dwarfs. What do we want to do? I really don't know. Let's defend. It's probably not the right choice, but I'm not the best. Oh, we do have this guy with piling on. Piling on could help us get some armor breaks. Yeah, this should be interesting. This is a weird setup for dwarfs. Could push our blitzer up and go one wider. No, let's go with this. So here's my thinking on this. It's probably not right. My thinking is he's got 2 rerolls and he does have some block, but the black orcs are oh, the troll has block. I did not notice that. That's really good. Boy, he has got a lot of SPP. For 6 games, he must have MVP'd at least twice. I wonder if he's MVP'd 3 times. Anywho, they've got some blocking liabilities is what I'm basically saying. And I think we try and base up the blocking liabilities and try and get rid of their rerolls. That's my thinking. Try and get them in a place where they run out of rerolls and suddenly, you know, we can exploit that. But the team is not bad, so you know, we may pay the ultimate price for this. They got 2 mighty blow. I mean, we probably won't use piling on a whole lot in this game, but if we ever get a clean hit on that thrower, I think we do. That's exactly what we didn't want them to get. Deep kick is nice though. But yeah, now our plan has being kind of scuppered. I feel like that comes up a lot. Yeah, that one's always annoying because it's like... I think I've gone on about this in other videos. It kind of just takes away the danger of having only 2 rerolls in an annoying way. I'm guessing this team has got a bit injured itself, because I feel like they'd have had 3 rerolls by now if they could, and they do have a loner. Either that or they're trying to keep their team value down. But playing with 2 rerolls is a risky way to do that. Maybe he always gets the extra one, I don't know. Where's he blitzing? Like here or something? I think the troll's too far away to blitz. Yeah, he is. Oh, wouldn't it be great if it went out? Okay, so it's going to turn into a bit of a grind after all. I guess we could have a go. I guess we could have a go at this. Well, it didn't work out. We want to keep our guards kind of near the front line. I'd really like to send somebody around, but I feel like he's going to get wailed on if I do. I feel like this guy should go this way. Split up our slayers a bit. Let's see what he does. Just present a wall of dwarf and see if he wants to latch onto it. Okay, so he's not trying to push an edge right now. We're not going to go for the follow through here, we're just going to try and hit him and run back, I think. Do I dare throw my guards in here? Could do, could do. could regret this. He has a guard that he can theoretically get close. Okay, a bit of chain pushing, nice. Oh, I expected him to chain push this guy out of the way so he could get a block here as well. Okay, bringing in the troll, getting some contact now. It's going to need to bring in more to support that. Otherwise that's the surf waiting to happen. We could come in and blitz here, which will free this guy up. Oh, okay. Switching it onto the blitzer. Reroll used. Oh, if it bubbled this way, that would have been... That was very risky. I'm surprised at that. I don't think we can get through to that, unfortunately. Does kind of feel like we should do something over here though, right? Okay, we've knocked one of them over. It is a good day. Okay, so what else can we do over here? What else dare we do over here? Dare we do this? Oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, so if we bring our runner in here... Looking at 1 dice. That's 2 dice against. Okay, not too bad. We'll follow. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with this. This is kind of awkward for him. He can kind of do this to free up this guy, which I don't like, but we've got kind of a pocket of players up near the ball. we've got players on most of his black orcs, which means his strength can hit us, but is kind of locked in place. This guy's on a 1 dice currently wherever he goes. He can kind of change things, but you know, he's back down to the 2 rerolls now, and he's the one that needs to grab the ball, so might do this to free up his back pocket. Yeah, when he came around and did that chain push through the back, I really thought he was going to do like a clever play to get extra blocks and then come in. And I was like, okay, this is going to be you know, that's some sneaky stuff. But he didn't do what I thought he was going to do. Oh, and he went with the loner block first. That was very brave. He's not going to do a GFI blitz here, is he? He's not afraid to take some risks. So that could be a positive for us. I assume he's now going to grab the ball and run this way. Just into safety. Because obviously our team is a little light on the ground over here. Although with the Slayer, we do have the potential to try and come in. Troll is obviously a lot more reliable with blocks, so that's not super crazy. And now he gets the hit on the runner as well, which is unfortunate. He's knocked us, he's actually knocked us over quite a lot. Not too many pushes yet, we could do with more pushes. Obviously that's a pretty huge situation for him as well, like, he's kind of taken away our strength in the middle here. Okay, there we go, this is what we've been waiting for. It would have been nice had it have been this guy, obviously. Okay, he's really determined not to have his catcher do anything. Oh, hello. Ball's loose again. I mean, theoretically we could try the 1 dice there, but it's on a 3+, so it's not the best 1 dice in the world. Can we get anybody over there? Not really. These guys are kind of locked in place. Got a 1 dice there. Oh, we're not getting the best of the dice on the blocks here, unfortunately. Okay, that is good there. We're not going to pile on. We need people standing up right now. That's fine. Oh, we failed it again. Hey! Okay, we did finally get the best of the dice. Doing dwarf things. Okay, how hard is he playing here? Is he going to appo that? He might do because he's orcs. He did not. Okay, that's good. Really want to try this one. No. I'm just a little afraid that he's going to come down the middle. I guess the good thing is he still needs to pick the ball back up again. I'm kind of trying to push things, but not push so hard that we burn all our rerolls and end up in a bad place. He seems obsessed with getting the ball off his throw and onto a blitzer. I'd argue that first half, while the score is 0-0 and it's your ball, you probably just need to score in the safest way possible. And then go for the SPP in the second half. But, you know, I get it. He's going to do it again there. He's just rolling extra dice by doing this. Okay, it looks like he's just going to actually use the throw now. He still has a strong pocket over here. Looks like he's going to just try and hold us off. Probably knock these guys down. Down goes our Slayer. He stayed, which is nice, because now he's a little, yeah. Kind of trying to form a pocket. We should be, I think, we should be able to regroup a little, despite these guys getting knocked down, or worse. But we'll see. Don't think you reroll that. You need that reroll. He used his last reroll on that. I am real surprised. I badly want to get through this gap, but I can't right now. I really expected him to take some blocks over here before he'd do anything like that. Oh, the pushing. Oh, the pushing. Okay. Boy, I really don't know what to do here. I guess I just do this. I mean, we saw that coming, right? I think that's 6 pushes in a row there. I guess you better just get up. Do I try and do the dodge through here? Yes. Do I re-roll it? Yes. Dodging is tough. Neither of these teams are elves, and we're proving it. So the reason I re-rolled was because having this guy down here with his potential guard could be very useful. And we still have one left. They don't have one left, so some of their blocks are going to be risky, including this one. Well, this was already, you know. He didn't need this guy for that. So, like, you know, if he double both downs here, boom, turnover. He didn't, so he's okay. So he wants to free up this guy. I guess he's making a play to try and, like... I'm not sure what he's making a play for. Is he gonna make, like, a corner cage? Like a sideline cage here? I mean, that's risky. Oh boy, okay. Oof. Okay, that was very risky. I guess this guy's gonna... No, he might... Okay, he's... Alright, fair enough. That's what we've been waiting for. Push him over here, I guess. Okay, I did not expect that. That's very risky, man. Oh, he got away with it as well. What is going on here? I mean, there's so much that could go wrong here, and it hasn't, and it's annoying. Okay, so yeah, a bunch of this stuff probably shouldn't have come to pass, but I mean, you know, it can go that way. So he'll probably be able to score okay now, unfortunately. Oh, he's taking... Why... I don't know. Sometimes you just can't tell what's going on, you know? Let's see, so... You get up. I think you just get up as well. I think you do this. Hey, knock somebody over. If we had done a bit of this last turn, we'd be in a much stronger position. You come here. Now, is this sensible? Oh, it could be. So we've got them covered. Who else can get involved? I think we just put another one here. Very nice. Stun there would have been excellent. That's good though. So here's the interesting thing, he's got to try and get this ball down here in a way that it's safe, and it's kind of awkward and he has no rerolls, so there's a potential things could get dodgy here. He's going to need some good rolls. And we've kind of trapped a lot of his team very far away, which is also great. So he can blitz back here. I imagine he's going to blitz this way, because that at least frees this guy up. But it potentially leaves these guys free. I imagine this guy will kind of dodge around. So the blitz went well. He might stay here to keep on the runner. He did. Does he? I mean, he kind of has to come here, right? Or yeah, that makes sense as well. I don't know how he stops us from getting him here. But we'll see. Where there's a will, there's a way. Is this guy going to come down? He can't reach over here. Can't reach these guys. We kind of locked up their team quite nicely. Well, that's annoying. We could have used those guys. And that... Not cool. Because now we can't stand this guy up. Which would give us the ability... Well, we can still make this a 2 dice block. Then we could move this guy, and then we're doing a dodge blitz. Unless he dodges out, but where does he go that protects him? Okay, fair enough. Alright, that's too many good blocks. There's only so much we can do here. So, I guess we're looking at a 1 dice blitz in the end. Now, do we take this 1 dice to try and free him up? I guess we do. And there's the inevitable skull. That's not really good enough. Now, it could be better if this works. That didn't really work. That's what we needed. Well, so just be looking at like a 2+ and then a blitz. He's rolling other stuff for some reason. He does Doesn't seem to value rerolls, which has not come to haunt him too much, unfortunately. I mean, we rolled a double skull. He could easily roll a double skull. That's just a 12 on 2 dice. Okay, he's going for it now. Okay, that's at least something. Now he's got to make the dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A dodge and a GFI. Okay, it did come back to punish him. Nice. Probably happy with that one. For the 11 players. Didn't happy with that one. So that could be good if our Slayer doesn't come back. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. We had a chance to serve 2 guys there. Ah well. You know what? They didn't score. It's all good. But we had a chance to serve him. We'd have moved down. We'd have served the other guy. We'd have probably got a vanity pass. I had such plans for that last turn. At least our Slayer came back. And the troll didn't. Okay, that is 2 really good things going into the second half. We needed a little bit of good fortune there. Because, you know, well as it's kind of gone, orcs are always a threat. Of course, we bought the babes, so we're always more likely to get our KO back than they were. But no troll is really big. Especially no block troll. So the plan here is going to be, if we can, slow march up the field. I dare say something exciting will happen to make that not quite work the way we're hoping it'll work, but nevertheless, that's the plan. Okay, I'm actually kind of glad he spaced these guys out. So, we'll do this, 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 this. I don't know why it always puts a Longbeard at the back for receiving duties, but it does. Let's try and make sure our flanks are somewhat covered. And then we'll pop a couple of Longbeards in the middle just in case something exciting happens. Let's actually put them like this. Okay. We've spread our guard nicely. Got a nice hit there, a nice hit there, nice hit here. Yeah. We've done all we can. Now it's up to the kickoff result table to to decide what it wants to do. Interesting first half though. Yeah, very risky tactic playing with 2 rerolls. I mean, think how much earlier that half would have gone badly for him if he didn't. Okay, I was just making sure he didn't have any coaching assistants. I was like, is he doing some kind of sneaky and never before seen coaching assistant thing here? But he's not. Okay, let's do this one first. Okay, that's the stuff. We'll follow. We'll pile on just in case, you never know. Okay, so he is now, piling on has now done its job. Kind of making a big hole in my defense here, but... Guess we're gonna come in for the old Blitzer Blitz. Oh, this guy's strength 5. Whoops. Well, I guess we're doing it anyway. Okay, we knew he was strength. Okay, sorry. My brain momentarily shutting down there. Did we know he was... Hang on. 3... He's not strength 5. Okay. The strength 5 one is hiding. Okay, all good. It's all good. I think I thought he was strength 5 because the strength 5 guy was behind him. Alright, so the fact we've got another one out is really, really nice. Okay, something of a elf screen here. Going after the Slayer makes sense. Armor 8 never feels so vulnerable as when you're playing as dwarfs. You probably just leave that. Okay. Let's get the ball into a slightly safer, potentially safer place. Let's see, I kind of want to hit this guy. Need to remember that our guy is potentially vulnerable here. If something should go wrong, so let's not forget that entirely. Just as we expected. We'll stay actually. I shouldn't have stayed, now it's a 1 dice. Forgetting what I'm doing. We'll stay here though for sure to keep that line crisp. Forgetting that everybody's not troll slayers. So, This isn't a circumstance where we just want to run it in though. We do want to take this a little bit slow, so want to bear in mind to try and be somewhat sensible with positional play and making it so he can't make many blocks back. We need to be the ones that are trying to block. And we don't need to push hard, we just need to try and keep our runner in a relatively safe position. This would be a very aggressive reroll, okay. Because he can't get through onto the ball, at least not with this guy, and this guy technically could. Okay, he's rolling a lot of dice. So I think this is one of those situations where we try and utilize our guard into a nice place. Yep. We've got guard here, so we do take this. Which way do we want them to go? I guess this way. Let's leave him there. Boy, we can't knock him down for anything. We'll follow this one. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, we'll actually follow here. Got our guard in a good place. I think this is going to be our blitz. Let's keep him in contact with both these guys. Okay, so how can we make this safe? I don't think we can make it as safe as we should do. I think all the pushes kind of hampered us there. Oh, very nice. And I think we'll actually just leave it there. We need to be cognizant that this team is probably not going to get much smaller, so a little bit of pushing would be nice, but obviously that wasn't a turn where we got a whole lot out of it and we left a bunch of them standing up, so not the best turn for us in that regard. If we can get another turn where we get a couple of stuns, if people are getting knocked over with every block, I think we try and make a bit more of a move towards the end zone. But let's see what happens, because obviously he has some potential retaliation here, although there's lots of guard. Like, all of our guard are in the middle right now, which makes blocking kind of a pain. But he's a 1 die here, 2 dice against here, 2 dice against here, 2 dice against on both of these. So that doesn't really help him. Okay, so he's making this a 1 dice blitz, which could certainly free up the ball. He's got all the dodges, and he got the ball out. What just goes to show you can't rely on agility 3 to save you. So now we've got to do some ball retrieval first. Which is most unfortunate. This is the thing with Orcs. They're a good team. If they get all their dodges out, they're a very good team. Okay. So what we need to do is we definitely need to do this. Then we need to do this. Very nice. We'll actually follow this one. Then we need to do this. Very nice. We'll follow this one, obviously. And let's see. I guess we'll actually probably stay there. Ooh. Just as well he saved his appo. Very nice. We need to kind of just recover a little bit here. More than anything. I'll try to. Okay, we did manage to pick up the ball. Just do this for now. We did get a lot of knockdowns, but obviously we had lost the ball the last turn, so that's a bit of a problem. But hopefully next turn we can make a bit more of a move. And we do have a movement 7 runner, which does mean that he's pretty much always 2 turns away from scoring, which is at least a nice thing. Okay, so going for the dodge 1 dice block. That's the reason we put the guard here, incidentally. We just gotta hope that, you know, Black Orc lack of agility kicks in here. So he's going for it. It did work. He did reroll. Okay, nice. Got the reroll out. I mean, I thought it would be on the dodge, but we'll take it on that, especially seeing as it didn't work. Okay. So, we don't want to have to rely on the Dauntless here, so if we were able to... Oh boy, okay. No, we need to do this first. Okay, good. You have to... I think you have to stay, right? Yeah, because we need your assist. It's unfortunate. We have the Dauntless on the second block here if we need it. Okay, that is a nice place to be. Let's go here. Nice. We're not gonna pile on. Oh, we're definitely not gonna pile on because we got the KO there. Probably do this one first. Oops. Okay, excellent. So we've got his whole team down. We've got 3 turns to go. This is where we want to be. Sorry, there was a lot of thinking involved there. You can tell when I'm really, like, trying to be sensible and safe, because I stop saying anything and start really thinking. But with dwarfs, especially when you're doing like a bit of a slightly unorthodox push like this, where you're just trying to, you know, where you're not caging effectively, which obviously has never been my thing. You have to really be kind of cognizant of what you're doing. So he kind of has to follow and then dodge here if he wants to base us, which he does, obviously. He's good at making the dodges, but the GFI failed. Wow. That really sucks. Let's not worry about Dauntless here. We're not on the last turn yet, so let's go here. Yeah, that works. We've got 3 rerolls, no reason not to. The reason we put these two next to each other is whichever one he blitzes, he's still going to be next to somebody, right? Same here. This is probably his best bet. It's hard to kind of completely get rid of the strength 5 dude. Just kind of relying on being able to knock him down next turn, really. Okay, so we're on a 1 dice right now. That'll work. We're not gonna stun him back, we'll just let him go. I think we actually do this. Okay. Just in case we need to take more hits on him. Boy, his armor has really begun to break this second half, so that means he can't get to the ball. So let's get it out of the way. And then, just in the interest of making it kind of awkward for him, and then this is going to seem extra mean, but just because 1 turners. Or, you know, or riots, of course. Well, that didn't pay off. It's more the riot that we're worried about, to be fair. A 1-turner with 3 less guys and orcs that's going to be a special player that does that. Okay, that's excellent. I just wanted to stop him running around and hitting here, really. Because that's the kind of thing that happens, is you're like, well, great game, and then they dodge away, blitz your Troll Slayer, kill him, your Appo doesn't work, and, you know, suddenly you're like, well, it was mostly a good game. I guess we're putting a blitzer on the front line, huh? Why we lose one guy and suddenly we're looking a bit short on dwarfs. I mean, dwarfs to put on the line. So we survived that with all 3 of our rerolls there as well. So it's definitely a good second half for us. You could probably argue that we had pretty good blocks the second half. I couldn't really argue against that. I mean, I think he did alright on blocks as well. I think he used his rerolls. You know, obviously, unsurprisingly, he got more and more desperate to try and make something happen. Which we've all been in that situation. Us more recently than we'd like to admit. But yeah, this I feel like did I say this last game as well? That this really just sort of highlights the dangers of not taking many rerolls as well. There's a reason that 3 is a sweet spot. Yeah, and I don't know why, like, I think ultimately a big part of, like, really if you want to sum up where the real problem in the game came, it was his obsession with trying not to score with the thrower. And I kind of feel like, if you don't want to use your thrower, why'd you get the thrower? I guess we can re-roll that. I don't know why. Oh, another level up on a Longbeard. And one of their Black Orcs leveled up, which is good, because one of them just died. Okay, so we only got 12 armor breaks in the end. And I say only, I mean that's decent obviously, but we were hitting with Mighty Blow a lot. So I don't think it's completely outrageous, but it's probably a little higher than should have been. But I think obviously we started to, like, we almost blocked twice as much as him, which in a bash versus bash game is a bad sign. But yeah, I really didn't understand that. I understand that you want the blitzers to score to level up, but I think you worry about that once you've kind of got the game going your way. Take another guard. Lovely. And I'm just going to throw that money away, I think. Keep our team value down. 5-on-1. Nice. Well, yeah, another decent game. I thought that was going to be tighter, and it kind of was up until the end of the first half, but even that was only tight because he was kind of getting away with some risky plays at the end there, some no reroll risky plays, to have a chance of scoring. I don't know, it was weird. Because it was a solid looking team. I thought that could be a tough one, because we don't break them as hard as we break other teams. Anywho, thanks for watching. I'll catch you for the next one. Bye for now.